don't expect God to answer your prayers in the exact way that you have it planned out in your head. Hey guys, welcome back, and hi to any new viewers. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and do check out my other social media pages and like and follow them. So today, like the title says, we're going to talk about trusting God. Do you trust God? I know that, we always say that I trust God, but like deep down, do you really believe that? So we're just going to talk about that right now. Trusting God with our prayers and trusting God with His answers to our prayers. Acts chapter 10 verse 10 to 15. We find Peter on a roof. He's praying, and as he's praying, he starts to get hungry. And then he falls into a trance and he sees a vision. And in this vision, God is lowering a white sheet and it's filled with all types of animals. And God is like, pick anyone that you want, kill it and eat. And Peter's like, no God, it's not right to eat things that are unclean. And God's like, boy, don't you dare call anything that I purify, anything that I provide, unclean. And I just want to say that don't be like Peter in trying to be smart and think that you're impressing God by giving a certain answer, saying something, doing something, rejecting something because you feel like that's the holy thing to do. When we ask God for something in prayer and He gives it to us, He doesn't necessarily give it to us in the way that we are expecting it to come in. And most of the time, you think that because it's something that isn't exactly how you're expecting it to come, or it's in the opposite way that you're expecting it to come, that it might be a test. Ganzi, God is legit giving you the answer to your prayer and you're seeing it as a test. I think that was Peter's mentality in this scene, in this passage, is that he thought that God was testing him to see whether or not he would do the right thing. And that's not always the case. So many of us have rejected a lot of things that God actually brought into our lives to answer our prayers. And we need to move away from this mentality that just because it doesn't necessarily resemble what I was asking God for, then it clearly is a test. God is testing me for something. He's testing me to see if I'm capable of receiving what it is that I'm praying for, that He's testing me to see that I'm on the right track and stuff like that. But that's not always the case. God is not always going to answer your prayers in the way that you think He's going to answer your prayers. God has a different definition of what it is that you think you need, and He's gonna work opposite to your expectations. He doesn't work like us. He doesn't move like us. God brings things to us in many different ways. Because I know that when we ask Him for something, we expect it to come in this one specific way. But to God, there are like 100 different ways in which He can actually bring this to us and how He can actually answer our prayers. So when we're praying to God and there's this hunger within us for certain things, there's this desire within us for certain things, and we pray to God, let us not be so quick to say no to whatever comes in our direction just because it doesn't resemble what it is that we thought it would come as. And nothing that is worth having comes easy. So don't expect God to answer your prayers in the exact way that you have it planned out in your head. Just know that He's gonna bring it to you in a different way, a way that you were not expecting at all, and a way that you might be opposed to as well. Acts chapter 12 verse 12 to 15. So if I can just explain the whole story. We find Peter. He has just been arrested by King Herod, and he's in jail, shackled up in chains, waiting for his trial and possible persecution. Now, the day before his trial, an angel of the Lord rocked up to him and got him out of there. Once they were safe, the angel left him, and Peter went to a woman named Mary's house. Now at this house, there were a bunch of people, a group of people that were gathered there praying for Peter. They were praying for his release and for him not to be persecuted. So he gets to the house and he starts knocking on the door. And I'm guessing he's like knocking, he's like, "Go," or "Hello, is anybody there? Let me in," or something like that. And a servant named Rhoda was coming. She was on her way to answer the door, and she heard his voice. She didn't even open the door. She just heard his voice, and she immediately knew who it was, and she was filled with so much joy. She was so excited that she didn't even open the door. She just left him there and ran off to everybody else, and he's like, guys, Peter's at the door. And then everyone's like, "Girl, calm down. Peter's not at the door, okay? Peter is not at the door. Just calm down. You probably just saw something, or you just hearing or seeing things." And they didn't believe her. I actually find this funny because they're sitting here gathered praying to God to release Peter from prison, and then Peter actually shows up at their front door. God has actually answered their prayers, and they are like, "No, that is not Peter. Let's not be like that. Let's not pray for something, and then when God actually pulls through and our answer is right at the door, we are like, there's no way that was God. There's no way that is what it is that we are praying for." What kind of Christians are we if we're not going to trust in God's power to actually answer our prayers? Are we actually prepared to receive what it is that we're asking God for? So if you're praying for something from God, and you say that you're prepared and you feel like you're ready for that, are you prepared for what you're gonna have to do to attain that? Are you gonna be prepared for what you're gonna have to do to maintain that? And are you actually prepared to let it into your life? Yeah, so basically, are you actually trusting God for what it is that you're praying for? Are you trusting in Him to give it to you? Are you trusting in Him to give you what you need and not what you want? And are you prepared to actually receive what it is that you're asking God for? Are you ready to actually take on what it is that you're asking God for? And always remember that God is not going to answer your prayers in the way that you have been expecting Him to do it. He's going to answer your prayers in the way that He wants to. He's not going to work according to your expectations. Yeah, don't give up. Just stay praying, and you trust God for what it is that you're praying for. It may not come today, it may not come tomorrow, next week, next month. It might be few years along the line, but it will happen. Don't worry about that. You don't worry about whether or not God heard you or whether or not you're gonna receive. You just pray, have faith, trust in God, and believe in His power to make it happen. Hey guys, so thank you so much for watching. I hope that this is very helpful, and if it was, like and share. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.